do.
Woo! What's going on, y'all? Yo. Welcome to another episode of Big Bro, Little Bro. I am your host, comedian Lonnie.
And I am The Flash.
And it's a... I don't know. It's a little bit sad. We got a little bit of news. We don't know if it's true yet, but, you know.
Hey, man, they saying the Godfather out of here.
They saying that... Yep. They saying he was just out here doing the Lord's work. And they saying that the Lord has called him home. That's what they saying. So if it's not true, you know, then we just going to
hit our line. You know us.
Exactly. But yeah, prayers to his family and his folks. But today is Cinco de Mayo. We gonna get in trouble. People like, y'all cultural appropriation. Yeah. Got that boy Don Julio in the building.
But hey, that boy the Don, the Don Mega.
That boy there. And you know, got my little hat, got my little outfit, because I'm ready to discuss this topic.
Okay.
I came ready. You want to hit him with it?
You hit him with it.
All right. Well, today's topic, what we gonna be talking about? Let's build together and the gender roles.
Let's build together. And let's build together.
So we was talking about this earlier, as I had got the marvelous the mathematician that got me right in the barber chair today. But we was talking about this, and one of the things that came up, and this was one of the other clients, and basically was gender roles. And this has been a big discussion in the last couple weeks. Well, it's always been a discussion, first off, but it's been a few videos circulating. Everybody, you know, this is what women should do. This is what men should do. Yada, yada, yada. What you think? What you think about?
Hey man, I feel like
the roles nowadays. What you think?
I feel like everything has a time and place, but the problem is there's no time and place.
Okay.
Back in the days, your mama will whoop your ass where you showed out at. Mm-hmm. Cause she'll tell you that where you act up at is where you get smacked up at. Mm-hmm. But the world we live in now is everybody want to be for everybody, and everybody want to do everything, and don't nobody want to. It's no rules. I told y'all that a couple weeks ago. No rules.
Yeah. We said that ain't no regulating at all. It's just
regulating.
Everybody just doing what they want to do. Mm-hmm. What do you think about the gender roles now as they currently stand in society? Like, what do they seem to be?
Hey man, shit. Women do the hell they want to do, and men just fall in place. Hey, and hope for the best.
Hold on and hope.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Star Wars: The New Hope. Hey, I'm a nerd. I'm sorry.
No, that was actually really good though. Yeah.
Go ahead with the questions,
So I'm trying to get more on my back in my reporter days. You know what I'm saying, with the question. You know what I'm saying, just preparing some topics. You know what I'm saying, that way we have an interesting dialogue. Because I think that's the point of all this podcast stuff. Is really just to have an open dialogue. You know, and introduce new ideas, concepts, all that stuff. So I thought it was interesting because have you seen the video where the girl's talking about if me and the dude go half and half on the bills, that's my friend, my roommate, and if I pay all the bills, that's my son, that ain't my man.
I didn't see that, but it's very interesting.
So that video's been going around, and then, you know, so basically it's like, so basically she's saying that there's a gender role. There's a role for the man. However, the pushback comes. I can't even say that. I was gonna say the pushback comes when there's no so what is the role of the woman then?
Women don't have no role. Women do what they want to do, and your role is to make sure they're allowed to do what they want to do.
Yeah.
Women say, you know what though? Because, you know, right now they talking about overturning Roe versus Wade. Mm-hmm. They said somebody was lying. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't want to get into the situation of it. Then they said, men talking about regulating women's bodies. Mm-hmm. But if you leave your sperm in there, she gonna regulate your pockets. so
You don't get no say so on that one.
I'm trying to figure out where's the fairness.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
I think it's it's interesting that it just be like
what?
It's like one gender can evolve, right? But the other has to stay this. That's what it seems like to me. So like the man has to be all of this, but this other gender, this other role, has to be able to like.
Because I'm a boss and I take care of myself. And,
what you supposed to do?
That's called adulting. I mean, I didn't know boss and adulting was in the same atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? Because it's some girls who don't do it. Well, that means they're childish. Oh, it's some niggas who can't take care of themselves, and you giving him some ass.
Yep.
You should be mad at you.
Yep. I agree with that. Just do better selecting. Now, have you also heard of it? Now, I did a little research, obviously, like I said, because I was preparing these questions and stuff.
Why you didn't tell me you doing all the research?
Come on, man, because I was just, you know.
Why I could have called my statistician.
So, did you know that there's a BIM sex role inventory, and it basically measures gender roles, and it basically measures what's like they got a category for masculine, a category for feminine, and a category that's non-binary, non-typed. Non-typed items is what they call it.
So that means
so we'll use that. But I found that this was interesting because this is what they associate with masculinity. I'll read them both. Self-reliant, defends own beliefs, independent, athletic, assertive, strong personality, forceful, analytical, leadership ability, willing to take risks, makes decisions easily, self-sufficient. I guess that's the same as self-reliant to me, but whatever. Dominant, masculine, which they use the definition in the definition, I guess, whatever, how they measure it. But willing to take a stand, aggressive, acts as a leader, individualistic, competitive, and ambitious. That's all for masculine. So if you have those traits, that makes you masculine.
So basically, what it's basically saying is men who don't operate like that aren't masculine. But it's so many women who want to operate just like that are operating in their masculine. Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yep.
I just want to make sure.
That is what we are currently seeing. So
I just want to make sure.
By these standards, I guess women are nowadays the modern women. If I had to draw the line, modern women would be this masculinity.
So I ask you a question. Because we're modernized, do you feel like we've gotten more, or we have less?
More what? More masculine or more?
More everything. Do you feel like, because we've evolved as humans, technology, everything else.
Yep.
With so much technology, do you feel as if we have you feel like something is a glitch in the Matrix? Because this is what the Matrix was talking about. Remember all those movies that came out in the late 90s, early 2000s? Matrix, like Minority Report, Iron Robot. Humans have evolved. Men and women have evolved, but we have evolved, but we are the same. Because peep this: you meet a woman who's a boss chick, but she get with you because since she's a boss chick, and you're not a quote unquote boss guy, for her to take care of you, she's frowned upon. No, she's not frowned upon. You're frowned upon because of not having enough. Get what I'm saying? But when you are a grown man taking care of someone else, you can't look down on her because your job gender is to.
You're supposed to do this
because you're a provider. You're a protector. You kind of get what I'm going?
Yeah, no. That kind of goes back to my point of like just one gender. Like we as a people, our minds are evolving, but it's just like we not giving the same grace to both genders. Maybe if that can be said. But I also do think there's an argument that women could say it on their side too. That we aren't as progressive as we should be when it comes to things like that. They could say that.
But men are progressive. In order for women to do what they do, a lot of men kind of step aside and made it comfortable, made it available to be here. So a lot of people who are like I said, the Roe versus Wade, you got a lot of guys who are voting in favor of the women. You know what I mean? Once upon a time, women couldn't even vote. So
wasn't allowed in the workplace. It was like, and times have changed. And times have changed.
It's like this. I respect your position, but my ultimate cry to women is to respect mine. But I have to be walking in my presence and my purpose to get those things. You know, a lot of guys aren't walking in their presence. They're not walking. They ain't on their square. They're not on their square. They're not walking.
Which we talk about all the time.
They're not in the presence of mind to understand what leadership looks like. So I'm not mad because women are progressing. This is not a Stone Ages. I don't believe in women should be in the bed or in the kitchen. I believe that you should be able to do both. SAT term, in conjunction with. like this. Like, you meet guys who, you hear women talk. You meet guys who are providers. They be like, well, when the baby's home, you should be able to want to rock the baby to sleep. Or you should be able to change the diaper. You know what I mean? He is required to be able to do both to make it easier for you. And it should be the same way on both ends. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay. That makes sense. I just want to make sure it makes sense.
And I think my thing with, because even like people been talking about some like, why can't women lead and all this other stuff, and not that I don't think that they can at all. I think that it's just the narrative that comes with this.
Yes.
The narrative that comes with this is very like destructive.
It's a terrible, like, women be like, hey, I'm able to lead. Okay. You say, okay, here go the keys. You can drive. But the whole time she's driving, she's talking down on you, that the fact that she's driving. But you're like, hey, I let you drive. I could have drove. Now you're in the driver's seat and you're looking at me crazy because I let you drive. But if I don't let you drive, I'm chauvinistic. I'm toxic. I'm not being sensitive to your needs. This, that, and the third.
Yeah. And my whole thing about this thing is like, women been saying like, men are terrible leaders. They can lead. And then now women are leading, and then women are just as terrible leaders. So it goes to show that we need each other. Yeah, we need each other, but more so, we need to understand. Sorry, y'all. We got a Mexican fiesta that's being prepared in the kitchen. So she and there get. As we talk about gender roles.
This has never happened in almost 60 episodes.
But
I've been trying my best not to look that way.
Hey man, it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Keep it going. But what I'm saying is, it's like women look at you crazy when not you allow, but when you say, okay, your turn. They want their turn. But on their terms, they want their turn on their terms. And the thing is, when you step aside, I'm going to be over here. I don't get no credit for moving out the way. But I'm going to get dissed for not having what you have. But I don't have what you have because I moved out the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Man, this is okay. I'm just gonna go to my next question. That's all I can do.
Go ahead.
Do you think that a woman should submit to a man, even if she makes more in the household and is the leader in the household, quote unquote.
What you mean by the leader? Because she make more? The leadership based on money? Is it based on money?
Let's just say that no, I would say that she displays more characteristics in that. Oh, I didn't even read the feminine side of things, but she displays more of the masculinity characteristics in the relationship. So more assertive, more aggressive, more self-reliant, forceful, strong personality, independent.
Well, let me ask you a question. So, hold on. I lost my train of thought. Hold on. Say it to me one more time. Let me, because I want to get this correctly.
So, if a woman has more of the masculinity characteristics,
in which she got more shit going on than you.
No. She just shows I guess in these characteristics. So she's more self-reliant. She defends her own belief, independent, strong person. She shows that more in a relationship.
So go back. You said she's her own belief, right? Mm-hmm. Is her own belief for you all or just for her?
Well, she just defends her own belief. It says.
That's the problem. Mm-hmm. Here's the thing about being a man and being a woman. I can't tell you how to be a woman. I don't talk down on women. I respect women. I love women. I come from a single mother. I like women who have their position. Mm-hmm. But I want you to understand when you're in a presence, like back in the days, like a rap song. When you, like Pac say, when you're in the presence of a player, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When you're in the presence of a dude, I want you to kind of understand how you can roll into this, because when you spend your creative and adult career, guys rolling into yours, mm-hmm. It ain't worked out. You talk crazy about them, but when you want to roll over here, you say, "Well, I don't want to downplay you." Mm-hmm. So something's gonna have to give. Mm-hmm. Like we live in a world, you can't have it. It's no such thing as all. No such thing as all. So when we have these conversations on these podcasts, people may say, "Hey, you talking about all women?" I'm not talking about all women. I'm talking about a very, very different group of women. You know, it's groups. Mm-hmm. We learned this in school.
Yep.
Yeah.
So then, do you think that she should submit?
Well, submission is not a bad thing.
Yeah, I think we've conditioned ourselves to think that submission
I think submission is like bowing down. I'm taking your power.
Serving on some slave.
Yeah, I'm taking power away from her.
Yeah,
to dog her out and lead her down the fucking wrong thing. No, a real man who's trying to lead a household understand what he's good at and what you're good at. Mm-hmm. And if you're good at paying bills, and I'm not good at paying bills, that's what you do. I don't mind bring my check home and giving it to you. Mm-hmm. But some women will frown on that and say, "Hey, well, you don't know if I paid the bill last month." I'm trusting you
mm-hmm. to done your part.
To do your part. Just as like if we're home and you don't pay no bills, you're trusting me that every night you come home, the lights cut on when you flick them.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna be honest. I don't think we talk about gender roles in regards to relationships. So when we dating, I don't think we talk about them.
Yeah, because
I think it's like an expected thing.
It is expected, but guess what though? When you walking in your masculine and she's walking in her feminine, it jails. Those conversations do have to exist. Mm-hmm. They have to. You have to iron those out because everybody's not gonna always be up. Mm-hmm. You know, like we talk about this probably episodes 10 or 12 or something like that. Mm-hmm. You know, a lot of these women act like their mama didn't go to work. Your mama worked too. Oh, my daddy pay everything. What the hell you think your mama doing all damn day? When she was at Bell South or working for the city and mm-hmm. work for these people and work for these people, what you think your mama did with her money? She brought it home to the house. She put it in the pot. And it was distributed out.
Yeah.
But we romanticize things that we never seen before.
Yeah.
Just like, that's why I said dating, like a couple episodes before, I said dating is like a whole bunch of dating is bad because you'll date 15 girls trying to make 15 girls Thanos, or better yet, back in my day, you make them Transformers or Voltron.
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers. And you know Power Rangers. I know Voltron. You make them Voltron, and the problem, for the most part, when it comes to that, is you her ass big, her titties big. She cooked. She was good with bills. She didn't nag me. You trying to create somebody, and that's the problem. You have unrealistic
out here trying to build a bitch.
Like build a bear in the stove. You have expectations of a relationship. That's how most of them are.
Yeah. Yeah, I could agree with that.
Man, I've been there. Unrealistic expectations. You want this person to be something that 10 women can't be.
Yeah.
Or 10 men can't be. But here's the difference between men and women. I gotta be realistic with myself. Oh, they be like me say, man, you bald head, so you don't deserve no 10. You know what I'm saying? But Shorty can have a disorder, whatever the case may be, and she deserves it because she's a good person. Just like perfect example, you know, they're doing the speculation of the Godfather. You know what I'm saying? My man, like, so a lot of women like, oh, he said he didn't want this type of woman, blah 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 blah. You notice? Yeah, you shit on the dead or whatever the case may be, but you're talking about you're uplifting. You can't be both. This is like I used reference before. It's like almost robbing a bank. I can't rob a bank, rob from people, kill somebody, and give it to my son saying, okay, at least you can go to college.
Because your overall mission was good.
Yeah.
Your overall mission was good.
I was trying to make sure he go to college. Yeah. But I destroyed everybody else in the process to make sure he had.
Yeah. It's the thing that people do with the Bible. They only use the parts that work for them when it works for them.
Man, people only use
that.
People use reality when it only works for them.
Yeah.
Like I was talking to a young lady. She said, well, you know, a couple of people, I'm just using a reference. She was like, well, you know, my mom was with a dude who was married and he didn't love on me. I'm like, well, his goal, his whole purpose was his family. But he stepped out of it and he should have, wait a minute. But like we said before, giving mama trauma 3, giving mama grace. We give mama grace that we don't give dad.
All the time.
All the time. So we give women grace that we don't give men. But people will tell you, society will tell you that we give men the same grace. We don't. Y'all don't know nothing about Future. He don't even talk for real. But y'all think he the most tragic, toxic. He hate women, people for in his life. But guess what though? I've been to a concert and women act like a damn fool. I'm a pretty good guy. They don't act like a fool towards me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because what you say? I'm that nigga.
And you know what's funny? I had this discussion. And I'm just like, so I went with this answer basically like the women that Future talks to, they got to be somewhat toxic as well. Or they are like, because it's just, okay, you everybody knows the track record, but you continue, you still want this thing. It don't matter. You think you're different. You think you can change it. You want this thing, but we don't never put the, it's always like, oh, she got swindled, she got con, she got taken advantage of. You be like,
but I understand your concern because you'll hear that and be like, this woman, she a boss. But they be like, this, she's still a woman. Okay. I like their reference. She's still a woman. When I say I'm still a man, but women haven't evolved. Wait a minute. She's a boss, but she's still a woman. So she made power moves. She's in her boss stage. When she doesn't make it, she's in her woman stage. If I'm not bossing it up, I'm not a man. But if I'm understanding her role, I'm not good enough. How can I exist? That's why I say dating is raggedy. I feel like you have to be a strong brother to understand this.
Yeah. No, it's pretty bad out here. We talk about that all the time.
But you know though, let's not skip over that real quick. It's not really bad out here.
You don't think so?
Well, I'm not dating, but it's not bad out here because I believe that you all generation is the new generation. You just ask what you want
and get it.
And pray that you can get something similar, because you're not gonna get everything you want. It's like building a house.
Sometimes you gotta compromise on something.
You want to compromise on something.
Yeah.
But only men understand that they have to compromise. But the world we live in now, a lot of women say it's all or nothing. What do you think?
I think that's the destructive part. That's the destructive part of the culture, because it's like one person understanding the reality and the other person trying to like fight towards a hopeful outcome. But in the process they damage it. They're creating like more damages along the way. So it's like, yeah, okay, you can hope that this happens, right? You can, let's just say there's hope. There is hope.
The Star Wars New Hope, first Star Wars. Sorry.
These hoes is hopeful.
These hoes. Wait a minute. This is gonna be. These hoes are hopeful.
So let's just say that they.
Oh, bitch, understand?
Let's just say that they can.
It just threw up.
And we like, no, you can't. But
the one you're wrong. You can never tell a woman what she can't do. That's a lie over 1,000 times. Mara Povich. You ever notice they don't ask the question 1,000 times, but he say it is over 1,000 times? Like, how can you ask if you cheat on your girl or your baby mama 1,000 times? He be like this, no, yeah.
Man, I just think in this process, it's creating these like hyper super independent women, and who don't need this, they don't need that. So it's just neglecting one role. Like I keep saying, it's just neglecting one role. And we like, yo. At this point, I'm just like, I just want to hit the reset button on all this shit. I just want to go back.
Man, I'm tell you something. If there's no reset, this thing gonna be going full speed ahead, bro. It's not gonna be a reset. That's why our episode, like we have to write down all our episodes. When I was talking about a like-minded dater, what you need.
That's what I think is the most important. So but that's the thing. So the hyper independent women, I'm just gonna say black women because these are the ones that are spitting it the most. They're holding out for this person
that doesn't exist.
Yeah, and it's just like, y'all just actually can't cooperate with somebody. Y'all.
No, they acting like the M&Ms. Remember the M&M commercial?
What?
Oh, kid. Mm-hmm. Like this, they exist. They do exist, and then when they falls them, you know what I'm saying? Because one homegirl out of 30 got it. So I'm gonna take my chances. I mean, my son's doing fractions. Fractionally, that does.
Yeah. That's the mathematical possibilities of this. Math will be right there. But we're choosing to ignore the math.
Because biblically and spiritually is not logical. No, black women love some Jesus. No, Jesus is not logical.
That's right. Water to wine. Yeah, all that stuff.
You know what I'm saying? Woke up in 3 days. It's not logical. It's like Easter bunnies and fairy tales. It's like, hey, Peter Pan, Never Land. I'm not saying Jesus is Peter Pan. Now I love me some Jesus. Now, I'm not saying that because somebody gonna say you don't love you some Jesus. I love me some Jesus because Jesus is the best thing that ever happened to me.
But it's just and my other problem be the transfer of trauma. Have you ever been talking to a girl and she told you something like, "Oh, that's because these niggas be out here doing something," you be like, "Yeah, have you ever dated this nigga?" And, no. Or my homegirl has.
Or that's all the dudes she ever dated. And you be like this. So,
but they ain't hopeful. They ain't hopeful that they gonna meet somebody better.
They are hopeful. You remember this in probably episode 5? I call him Tommy Dimitrov. You remember Tommy Dimitrov was the general manager of the Atlanta Falcons. He's get all these players, and none of them pan out. You be like this. Oh, this guy. They went to the
Just as
swag.
trash.
They went to this and they went there. You be like this. Ain't none of them niggas pan out.
But then, do we look at how you selecting these?
In the first pick of the draft, the Lonnie Smith select,
and that's even hell. People told me that all the time. Hell, you one of the people. You just be like, you got to look at where you getting the women from, even with dudes. If you keep running to the same type of woman, are you looking at yourself?
But I said all the time, sitting here looking in the mirror, saying damn to myself, to myself.
Yeah. So I just want the expectations to just come down just a little bit more, get a little more realistic. That's why I think it's so bad dating out here, because it's so high. It's this like, and obviously there's multifactorial. We got technology. We got more options. We think everything is just so like
Microwavable.
Yeah, and it's like, nah, it's actually not. It's actually, but like I don't think we even us as a generation, we don't even fight for long of like what for a desired outcome. Or put work in. That's what I should say. We don't put in work for a desired outcome. We just be like, I got the job, so I'm making six figures, or you know what I'm saying, that we're not working up to anything. So we be quick to dismiss and quick to just like, oh no, I'm good. I don't need. And then you get the narrative. I don't need no nigga for shit. Da 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 da. I didn't say it before. I didn't need no bitch for shit. Da 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 da. I've been there and done that. Right.
I mean, everybody needs somebody.
But
to lean on. Jay Call on
my brother. Yeah. So that's my thing. I just be like, y'all, we kind of like. And then you got the people who come out scarred. They come out with the kids. They come out with the situation. And there was never a structure of marriage. There was never no talks to them. They was pregnant longer than they was even with the dude.
Give it up.
And it's his fault. You be like, what do we?
It's his fault that his sperm hit my egg.
I'm like, if anything, why aren't we taking equal responsibility? If that's the case. And
hell, it would take, hold on. Equal responsibility is like this. Me and you do a crime, we both get locked up for 20 years. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yep.
Not I get house arrest for 20 years and you get locked up for 20 years. But you in solitary confinement for 20 years. But I get house arrest, but I get to go to college too. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Then after those 20 years, somebody telling you, so why were you in solitary confinement for 20 years?
Yep.
That's how I go, man. That's the name of the game.
Hey, man. Hey, y'all like, comment, and subscribe.
So, hey, man, in here, if y'all believe in gender, say yes. Don't believe in them, say no.
Oh, you know what? Personally, I do believe in gender role. And this is just for myself. This is what I prefer.
Hell, me too.
I prefer my wife. She I don't really want my wife to have to. I don't want my wife to have to leave the house if she ain't got to. She stay at the crib. She take care of the kids. The house is her job. Everything outside of it, I do that. That's me personally.
But after 5, when kids go to school, so what's she supposed to do? What's she gonna do?
Man,
what's she gonna do?
Not the pool boy.
She will.
But
because she gonna be like this. You work too hard. See,
man, she gonna have to do something at the house. She gonna be doing something. I promise you, them kids. As many as I'm trying to have, she gonna be busy with them kids. She gonna be busy with the household and the kids.
How long? A woman can only be pregnant for damn near a year.
Yeah, but I'm saying after that, she gotta prepare for them afterwards.
So that means, like, think about it. 10 months, baby. 6 weeks, heal up. Another baby. So you trying to keep her barefoot and pregnant. Hey man, you toxic. Hey
man,
that means
toxic me.
Hey, that means.
Hey, where my blindfold at? I never liked you. No, but that's just me personally. I that's what I want for my family.
His thing though,
structure.
It's nothing wrong with that. Me understanding you want to provide, build, provision, and grow. Nothing wrong with that. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of women will say, or a lot of women will agree with that. But I've heard a lot of women say, he's holding me back because I want to be more than just his wife and these kids' mama. Have you ever heard a dude say, I want to be more than just a husband and these kids' dad?
Because we can't. No.
Because your ass say that shit you want to, they going to be like this. So what you want to be?
Toxic. You toxic. You toxic.
Anyway, man. Hey, man, look. We're not doing that today. I hope y'all please like, follow, and subscribe. I'm the Flash. This is Cinco de Mayo. We're going to take another shot. We're going to... Hey, man. If it's true, RP to the Godfather.
And I'm hoping it's not.
Hey, I love you. Thank you. Hey, thank you for...
Hey, he broke down the wall.
Hey, the nerd connection. Because I'm a nerd. So it was the nerd. Hey, instead of the French connection, it was the nerd connection.
Hey, man. Let us see it. We're going to take the shots and enjoy it. I'm comedian Lonnie. We out this time.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
You put your own liquor, man. We gonna
I was like, nigga rolls. Niggas got nigga rolls too.
Nigga rolls. Hey, we gonna drink together, man. Love you, bro. We out.